umomgtarot, and this is your someone's blocked. Okay, someone's secretly blocked up in here. Okay, we're gonna figure out who is involved, who's involved in the blocking. And I left it like this so it could be, yeah, because it could be you doing the blocking, or it could be them, but blockerization is happening, and we're gonna expose what's going on and who it involves. Okay, so let's have a look. All right now. Oh, I'm all like excited and whatnot. So let's just dive right in. Right, your first card is Mars. Mars. Okay, so Mars, planet of conflict and aggression. I don't want to say conflict so much. I want to say passion. I want to say excitement for life and zest, you know, but that's more sun energy. Aries is associated with Mars as well as Scorpio, but they combine with each other with that intensity of when they're fighting. There's too much intensity, tendency to be called too much, all right? Too much energy, too much fighting, too much reaction, too much reactionary with the Mars energy. So you could be dealing with a very reactionary person, Aries or Sagittarius. Aries or Scorpio, what the heck. Then we have Scorpio energy to co-sign this Mars energy. Very phallic design. This is why I switched to the astrology reading cards at one point. Very phallic design, I don't like it. Scorpio energy, you could have a Scorpio energy in the mix of this blocking, because again, it's a petty thing, and that's a petty thing that people do behind backs. And Scorpio, it's right up your alley. Like, let me go look into you and do some screenshots and then block you so that you can't do the same thing. Okay, Scorpio energy is, hey, I'm gonna stalk you for 6 months because you thought it was over, you thought everything was good, but it's not. Okay, so, and that is also holding the hand of the conflict that we found with the Mars energy. You want to block me because you're mad? Well, go right ahead. That's a totally valid reason to block. Then we have Venus energy, which could speak to Taurus or Libra. Okay, so Venus energy is that Venus. Let me tell you what Venus energy is. Venus energy is that day that you ordered extra frosting on that slice of cake or that cupcake. Venus energy is when you get 12 packs of hot sauce when you order Chinese food. Okay, but that's luxury. It's comfort. It's all the things you want. It's sexual intercourse. You know, all those things that get you demonetized. That's Venus energy. Okay, and so this person may have this love-hate relationship with you, because Mars, Venus, we all know how their dynamic goes. Like, men are from Mars, women are from Venus foolishness, where you begin to the yang, you find your soulmate through their Mars, your Venus, and etc., etc. So we're looking at seeming like a relationship type of spiteful, like, okay, loyalty is a thing here, and if I'm upset with you, there may be a lack of loyalty in the mix, and I'm not here for it. And that's Scorpio energy for you. Now, Taurus and Libra energy. Libra is very relationship centric, so we're dealing with a person who is thinking about relationships, but not only that, they're also thinking about stability in relationships. So, like, I was serious about you. I wasn't just talking about that fling we had. Alright, and as I shuffle this deck, let's think about that. Let's ponder that energy and go into your 5-card spread. Alright, we have the Three of Swords. You already know we had the Three of Swords. We have the Justice card in reverse. You already know we had Libra in the mix. Oh my god, what's going on with you guys? You got the Knight of Swords, followed by the Wheel of Fortune, and finally, Ace of Swords. You have a pure drama reading. Pure drama. Okay? With the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. I don't even know why I looked. Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Damn. Okay, so mostly swords here. We have conflict. Okay, we had a falling out. You know, the Mars energy is conflict based, so we already had that theme going. It started with Three of Swords, meaning some of you guys are going through a third party situation where one or more party had to block as a result. Can't see you, can't deal with the heartache. I just don't want to look at you. And I can't even, and I'm disappointed and I'm hurt. So one or more parties is dealing with that scenario with another person being involved. It could even go a little lighter, like, you chose this friend over me, or I don't know why you're talking to them, and it's just like causing friction between us. Anyway, the three-way dynamic is causing some detriment to a relationship that is causing someone to be blocked. Justice card in reverse. This is more Libra energy for you. But this Justice card is in reverse. So the Angel of Integrity is in reverse, which means there's showing of a lack of integrity. A lack of integrity sitting next to the Three of Swords card really reminds me of somebody who's just flagrantly cheating. Flagrantly lied. Flagrantly, whatever, I lied. I'm sorry. I was planning on begging for forgiveness. Thought it was going to just be cool if I did that. And now here we are with the whole heartache and the complete disregard for feelings and stuff like that. So again, that would feel a blocking like no other from me. So I'd imagine that if you guys are enjoying somebody who's just being a complete utter butthole, like this Knight of Swords, who is hot drama, okay, as it is upright, but you're going to be in reverse now and you're going to make a rainy day. You're going to add thunder to this rainy day. You're going to add hail to this snow. For what? Just to add drama. And that's what the Knight of Swords does. And that's why all this energy is hovering in this Mars area. Because we have the heartache, the disappointment, the violence of the sword through your back. And then we have things just not being fair. The Justice card is supposed to recognize balance in relationships and fairness and justice. But it's in reverse, which is a direct call to somebody being unfair. And then we have the drama of it all. So this is like the add insult to injury, where somebody was just like a jerk. You didn't even just make a mistake. You're a jerk. Somebody with integrity couldn't do what you did. And that's what happened. Okay? And there's a feeling of betrayal. There's a feeling of betrayal because that's Scorpio's thing. It's like, oh, you can do whatever you want and I'll do it with you. But if you go against me and the family, watch me and you. So then we have luck in reverse. Okay, so this person's riding the wave of their luck. They've always been getting lucky. They've always been able to talk their way out of certain things, or always been able to, have people feel sorry for them. Those people who come into this world and they're all cute looking, and they get all those perks of looking all cute and innocent and stuff like that. And then when they get old and ugly, then they still think they're cute and they can just get away with stuff, and then their credits have dried up, and then boom, the luck, the tides have changed, right? The Angel of Destiny, and the ability to humble oneself. I feel like this will be a big lesson for this person. It's not just going to be, oh, you pissed me off, I'm blocking you, and we'll never talk again. This is going to be one of those scenarios where these people learn a valuable lesson that they can't just treat people the way that they have treated them in the past. Now, I'm wondering if this whole drama thing and this flagrant, oh, I don't care, I'm just going to do whatever I want, was rooted in something a little bit more with more substance. We don't have any pages here, so I don't want to say inexperienced. I don't want to say like just, oh, they didn't know, because we see experience here. We see the Knight of Swords and we see the major arcana, so we know that you know what you're doing. You're just adding drama. You're bringing in chaos, calamity, and confusion for no reason. For no reason, just because you want to have fun, just because that's how you get your kicks. All right, Swords energy is very conflicting, and it's also intellectual, so it's mind games as well. And it's not cute. It's not cute. But I feel like whoever's on the receiving end, you know what? Whoever's on whichever end of the blocking, we have Venus hovering right near, the Wheel of Fortune hovering over Venus, and so the luck is about to change in terms of the relationship area of this reading. So if this is like a Venus, like a love, a pleasure, desire kind of thing, if that's where you got hit, if that's where you took a hit in the relationship sector, I feel like this situation will be the catalyst for what is destiny, and you may not realize it while the chips are down, but it is propelling you in the right direction towards your destiny, towards some luck in love, because we do have the luck card, which is associated with Jupiter, the planet of expansion and growth, is hovering over Venus, and we know that we want to get lucky and we want to expand in the area of love. And I think that's where we're hovering with this type of energy. The Mars, the chaos, the calamity, the confusion was over here. The luck, the joy, and even though this card is in reverse, it's a wheel, so it's all about synthesis. And synthesis in the area of love and pleasure is something you want. It's something you definitely want. And I think that it will inspire a new thought. It will ultimately feel like a victory. I know that this is in reverse, but maybe this reminds me of when your ways of thinking you thought were perfect. You thought you were on the right track, and some things are still not working out for you. And then you have that epiphany, you have that changing of the tides, or that switching of your position, your perspective on things. And you realize that your way of thinking probably wasn't working, and you have that victory where you can move forward. I think the victory is the turning of the tides, the going through this situation, the humbling, the blocking, the glitz, the glamour, the drama. You go to it with conclusions that leads you to a place where you feel lucky, or you get lucky in love because you have endured and experienced this. All right? And if you've been pushing that out of your face and giving people third-party situations to worry about, I feel like you will be humbled by the scenario, the situation, and maybe you've been lucky in love, and that will turn your scenario around into something where you start to do the learning process, okay? But either way, it's about changing the way that you think. Now, some people won't do it, and that's the Ace of Swords in reverse. That's the I don't really want to change, but things that have happened to me have changed the way I think, but begrudgingly, like I wasn't here for it. Now, this could also mean that you want things to be different, but you don't know how to change. And that could be this person that they don't know how to fix whatever happened. They don't know how to come back from this side of things. And almost like the victory would be the separation here, because the swords has been a theme throughout this reading. We even see a sword in the Wheel of Fortune. We see a sword in the Justice's hands. I mean, Justice is air sign, so this is like a very airy reading. You could be dealing with the Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, by the way, with all this air stuff. But this is mental games, and this is mental stuff. So I have to believe that you learn a big lesson, and that you shift the way that you think, and you shift what your idea of victory is. The Ace of Swords is supposed to be, I'm on to some new now because of all the stuff I experienced. Now I have a new... This is like when you start a business and you're like, I sell hair clips. And then the Ace of Swords in reverse is like, you just keep selling hair clips, even though butterfly hair clips. You keep selling those past the 90s because you don't want to give up on that dream. Other people who have the Ace of Swords upright will be like, oh, well, let me sell hair clips and scrunchies. Oh, scrunchies are working now. Okay, well, let me start selling scrunchies and headbands. Okay, I can sell a combo pack now. Okay, well, forget these stupid butterfly clips. Why am I spending money on this? Okay, so let's do scrunchies and let's do some wrist stuff. Let's do some bracelets. It's about staying fluid, changing your idea of what victory is. Okay, you didn't have victory with the stupid butterfly clips. You have victory with the scrunchies. You stay agile, right? Pivot. Always be willing to change how you think. Alright, anyways. There it is. That's your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment. I should really tell you to leave a comment during the reading, because sometimes I'm watching a video and I'm like, yes, no, yes, that part, this part, so maybe I'll start doing that on the other readings. But anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to get a personal reading, please check out my description. You'll find a link to my website. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.